Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and information on Path of Exile. First up on the week, GGG announces that Path of Exile will be released in Brazil on December 11, alongside the new content updates, so Brazilian players will have an optional access to a fully translated client in Brazilian Portuguese, and they'll also have a dedicated server in São Paulo. So this is really good for Latin Americans. Will have a nice or much better ping than they previously had, and also possibly a good translated copy of the game. They will also be able to play with other players, so it's gonna be on the main realm, it's not a separate realm. So next is a more in-depth look at the Talisman League mechanics. So we already know that talismans are corrupted, so you cannot craft them in any way. And also we know that 5 talismans of the first tier will make a talisman of the second tier, and you go on until 5 talismans of the third tier will make the portal to Rigwald, which is the new boss, which will drop, if you manage to kill him, a talisman of the 4th tier. These talismans are special as they have 2 implicit mods, and of course they are going to be, if you are lucky enough to get a good roll on a rare one, these are definitely going to be some of the strongest necklaces in the game, because talismans are necklaces. So what more did we find out thanks to this post? First, that every talisman you sacrifice has a percentage of chance to give you a talisman of the same rarity for the next one. So for example, you have 5 white talismans. The next tier talisman is going to be a white one, that's 100% sure. It's a 20% chance for every talisman, so for example, if you have 4 normal talismans and 1 rare talisman, you will have a 20% chance of getting a rare talisman and a 80% of getting it normal, so you will not get a magic, you will not get a unique. This also means that if you manage to scrap together 5 unique talismans, the next tier talisman is definitely going to be 100% a unique talisman. So you can actually try and control the output of the talismans, which is going to be really good, especially for the higher level talismans. You might want to get rares, because those will have up to 6 stats, and if you roll a lucky roll, you really can get a great item. So you're gonna need, of course, a lot of talismans. Also, the ones that drops are only the first tier talismans, and they will drop from monsters, I think rare monsters, and other maybe that populate the normal game. The item level of the talismans also matter, since higher item levels will result in a wider variety of pull mods, which of course increases your chance of getting a lucky roll or a good roll. This will mean that farming higher level maps is going to be highly recommended to get great talismans, and also the item level of the output talisman is slightly better than the average, so you might want to sacrifice all higher level talismans if you actually want a higher item level talisman for a lucky roll. Also, the higher the rarity of the talisman, the harder the challenge you will have to face to actually get it, so you can actually choose the difficulty when you sacrifice different type of talismans, so that's pretty interesting. All in all, seems like a fun mechanic. It's definitely on the side of farming, so you will have to farm a lot of monsters, farm a lot of talismans to get second, third tiers, eventually get to the 4th tier. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a farming stuff. Also, I can see this actually making it into the official game. It's gonna be something like Nemesis or Bloodlines, where with a very reduced rate you will find some talismans sometimes. So yeah, I can definitely see it becoming a part of the game if toned down. Although we will see how far people will be able to take these during the leagues, so that GGG will definitely be able to balance them to make them not too strong, since some of these items are definitely going to be crazy. Absolutely crazy, and some of the community members will definitely be able to get them. But also, since the new patch is coming. It's right around the corner. It's next Friday. GGG is pushing for their new microtransactions. So we got the Ghost Flame Armor set and Ghost Flame Herald of Ash skill effect, which are pretty cool themselves. Also, many players have been asking GGG on Reddit for an MTX that actually removes your armor, so that you will be like with your shirt or pantless if you're playing Templar or something like that. And GGG, after some thought, I think it has agreed, so it will probably be made sometime in the future, not sure when. Also, speaking of other MTXs, GGG released a preview of the multi-pet, which will allow everyone who actually has 2 pets to have them both on at the same time. This is free for everyone, so it's not a perk you have to buy. You just need 2 pets. GGG thought long and hard if they wanted to make this paying option, so something that you had to buy. However, they decided, in the spirit of the game, to make it free for everyone. You will need to pay with the pets anyway, so I think it's a good choice on them anyway. And also, as we say last time, GGG has added special effects and portal effects to all the supporter packs. So as you can see, the first tier has this kind of effect over here on the weapon, and this portal over here, which I actually like, even though the colors are a bit dull, but that fits the theme of the new expansion, of course. Here is the second tier weapon effect and the second tier portal. And then we got the third and fourth tier for weapons effects. The fourth tier weapon effect especially is particularly good, and that's as it should be, since it's pretty costly. However, these 2 last tiers already had their own portal effects, so they will not need more. If you purchased a pack before these effects were added, you will receive them anyway, so don't worry. Also, now it's a good time to get them. This effect is actually really good. Also, here are 2 teasers from the 16 prints from the official art packs, so if you like these kind of things, be sure to get some of these art packs. And a couple of things that were not said on the news is that the patch notes should be due on Wednesday, so that's gonna be good if you want to check out something in particular. Also, the JSON file for the skill tree should be released on Monday, so hopefully we will get very soon the offline tree calculator and other tools online to get the new skill tree, so we can actually start planning our builds. GGG has always released those kind of late, so I think they're trying to make up for that, trying to find a good compromise between not too early, as they continually balance those, and not too late, so that players do not have time. So it's gonna be good. Hopefully it's gonna come out very soon. And I think that was all for this week. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. So that was all. I've been your host, Giorgio, and I'll see you guys the next time.